So, welcome to our new playlist, which is 100 Days of Python Programming. So, in this one, we are going to do a challenge on which we are going to create 100 different unique programs. Unique programs. It is going to be lasting for maybe, let's just say, 15 or maybe 16 weeks or something like that. So, 100 days would be completed. Each week, we'll increase the intensity. And by the end, like on the 15th or maybe 16th week, we'll have the computer vision programs like the CV stuff, which is going to be interesting. We are also going to create like the Snapchat clones, not exactly like the big Snapchat application. We are going to just create a simple program in which you can just turn on your computer and can turn on your camera in the program, and then you'll be able to have like masks and also the sunglasses and things like that on your face. So it is going to be an interesting 100 days. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And if you have subscribed, then just share it with any of the Python enthusiast, So today is day one, and in the day one, we are going to be starting from a very basic stuff, which is going to be creating a simple calculator. So let's just get started with it. So the first thing that we're going to do is start by creating functions, right? So we'll have multiple different functions because we are going to be creating a little bit more professional version of this CMD, command line calculator. We're not going to create like a simple print, the addition of a plus b is equal to the answer. No, not like that. We're not going to create that noise. We're going to create a little bit more like a professional one. So we are going to create functions for each one, and then we're going to return the answer, right? So for subtract, it is xy, to formal parameters, and then we'll have the answers. For divide, we'll have a little bit more complex logic. Not complex logic, but a little bit more logical logic. So if in case the y is 0, then it will simply say division by 0 is not allowed, because 0 division error will be thrown if you try to do that. If you try to divide any number with 0, then it is not acceptable. It is not possible, right? So we're going to cover that one, and then put on an else up here. Once we do that, we're done with it. All right. So now it's time to create another function which will be called as the calculate, in which we are going to calculate our entire stuff, where the main stuff will go on. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do is create a menu, a simple menu, right? Okay. So it will include operations like add, subtract, multiply, and divide. These are the functions that will be included in it, in the menu, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, simple. Okay, 3. Then there will be multiply, and then there will be divide. All right, that's good. Now we're going to create a variable calling it the choice, from which user will input the choice from the menu. Like say for an example, he press 1, then the next two numbers that you add in as the first and second number, you will get the addition of it. If you press 2, then you will get the subtraction. Press 3, get the multiplication. 4, division. That's how it works. So we're going to create a list up here. If choice in 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just creating like say for example, what should I say? We're just creating a condition that user must input either 1, 2, 3, or 4. If he enters anything else, then there will be an error, or we'll just cover that error calling it the invalid option later on. Now let's just focus on this one. We create two variables, num1, num2, which are going to be the float, so that we can also have the division and multiplication precisely. All right. So once covered with that, we are going to create choices up here. If the user press say for example 1, then we want to perform addition, right? So with f string, we're going to do the result is, and then inside the curly braces we are going to call the function and then put on the actual parameters, num1, num2. Same with every single one of the operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Simple. Just put on every single one of them down. 2, 3, and the last one would be 4, and just change the name to subtract. This is going to be multiply. And will be divide. That's it. Perfect. Now let's just say if user input something which is not from the list, which is 1 2 3 4. If user prints let's just say for example presses 5 6 or maybe ABC, then what will be the output? Invalid option. Our command line will immediately show that is an invalid option. You must select from 1 2 3 4. That's it. You must select something from the list. Then we're going to do the calculate, which is obviously calling the function calculate. So if you run this, you'll get the precise output. The code is right available on GitHub. The GitHub link is in the description. You can just go and download that link out of there. And stay tuned with the entire series of 100 days of programming challenge. It is going to be fun. So as you can see, it's working perfectly fine. So that was it for today. See you in the next one.